Live.
Welcome back, dreamers and drifters, to G.E.A.R.S of El'thea. I know we took a couple of weeks off with the holidays. I hope everyone had a good and safe time. We do have a couple of things. One, we will be switching the system that we use very soon to our very own system created by Sanguine Horizons. Doesn't have a name yet. I'm just calling it the Awakening Engine. But we will start using that in the next couple of sessions. I hope everyone is ready. That's a question for the table, not the audience.
I want to kill dragons.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Well, in the annals of El'thea, apparently, our adventurers all found them aboard the Vesper through one means or another as it traveled to Binonsuo. Some of them finding it to be a rather remarkable vessel and of much higher levels of technology than they were used to. They found it to be imbued with sentience, guided by its sentient pilot, who, according to Archivist, is named Cynthia. And you know what? We're just gonna go with Cynthia. I don't remember naming the sentient Cynthia. I think that's just a word issue, but whatever. It's Cynthia the Sentient now. As the ship departed the vibrant realms of Ariadon, not Vel'Thala, which is Ashy Wasteland, we might have confused Archivist last session.
It's prone to getting confused. It's okay.
It can happen. It's true. A revelation dawned on Raylan, our local undead, that the ship's essence was not merely mechanical, but a soul. A living entity. Well, depending on your definition of living. It is an entity that exists. The journey took a brief interlude near Solaris, where the party was granted the opportunity to explore a bustling marketplace. Upon their arrival, they beheld the awe-inspiring Solaris tree, the first tree, with its enormous trunk, roughly half a mile wide and over a mile tall. Its branches stretching into the very atmosphere itself. Here is where Lord Cades joined the Vesper, eventually taking up a position in one of the many trees in the seating area for the Vesper's travel. As it continued its course over the Shard Sea towards Binonsuo, it made a quick pit stop in the nation of Providence, in the city of Stormbreak, to collect Meridius, another new aspirant who had recently applied to the New Horizons training program, as well as the others. Some of you were applicants, some of you were recruited. None of you were told which was which. But all of you, after a brief encounter with some very strange fizzy mead, which was not to the working class gentleman's taste, there was a bit of a discussion about the insanity that many undead beings face when they awaken, with Raylan sharing with those who were present her quest to prove that not all undead are devoid of reason. Pride Lord Cades, on the other hand, disclosed his royal mission to investigate a looming malevolence. Did you do that on the ship? Am I not remembering that?
Yeah, no, I did that on the ship.
Okay. Do. Through this brief bonding moment, Archivist seems to think that Meridius grappled with feelings of inadequacy in the presence of another warrior. I don't
Yeah,
remember that.
He
that's
did.
because he made that comment about how he was here with cat royalty and like an undead wizard. He's like,
Yes.
I'm just a basic dude.
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay. As the Vesper soared onwards towards Binan Suo, Fahim, he who sees too much, was occupied in his workshop crafting a self-portrait from clay. A call from Dr. Vera Sadawi arrived informing him of his possible compatibility with the G.E.A.R.S armor systems and extending an invitation for testing. Following an update regarding his clearance for the New Horizons facility, he learned of the city's we got a brief idea of these nation's transportation systems. And something a bit disturbing happened with his sculpture while he was making it. But we don't think about that stuff. Upon their arrival at the New Horizons facility, the party was in fact met by Dr. Sadawi herself, who elucidated the application process and introduced the concept of neural interface devices, essential for piloting the formidable exoskeletons known as G.E.A.R.S. After formal introductions, the party settled into a testing area adorned with a variety of seating options. Discussions regarding their aspirations within the G.E.A.R program unfolded, with Pride Lord Cadus expressing bewilderment over the role of a professor, which led to an exploration of their respective hunting environments. However, the realization soon dawned upon them that they were the sole applicants present in the room. Prompted by curiosity, Meridius knocked on the door and attempted to engage the keypad, only to be met with silence. Observing the surveillance devices, in a moment of impulsive frustration, a chair was hurled at a window, unveiling a layer of metal plating embedded with glowing circuitry beneath the floor. As they awaited further guidance, Dr. Sadawi announced the commencement of their provisional aptitude assessment, outlining a series of tests designed to gauge their team cohesion and moral fortitude under duress. Engaging in profound discussions regarding the governing forces of the universe, strong and weak forces, dark energy and genesis, the floor beneath them abruptly vanished, casting them into a decaying and ruined cityscape. They landed softly and unharmed in a park marked by the remnants of meteor impacts. Expressions of surprise and curiosity enveloped the party, with Pride Lord Cades reflecting on the waiver they had signed, suspecting its purpose was tied to this very test, and voicing concern over the mention of disintegration. Prompted to heighten their awareness, the party steeled themselves as a very large, juvenile reptile creature adorned with green scales and large wings and glowing golden eyes emerged from the foliage, heralding the commencement of their trials in this unfamiliar and perilous background. Thus, we continued their journey. I'm really gonna have to ask Archivist to rein those in a little bit. Welcome to our first battle map. It is already in isometric display. And as we kind of settle back into this moment, this very large green creature that towers just shy of like 15 feet tall.
Are we supposed to have vision?
Son of a bitch. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Haha. So, with the Exalted Essence and the New Awakening engine, we don't really measure distance in quite the same way. We're going to be using hexagons. things are gonna be a little more narrative focused, we'll probably use range bands like close range, medium range, long range, extreme range. So this is more to just give us a table to roll on and some visual aids as the Viridborn Draciri juvenile rises up. I should have gotten the background that was a little more wrecked and fucked up. This park seems really nice now that I look at this art again. The city's a little fucked up.
Oh, it'll be fine.
Alright, so initiative. I know it's going to be a little silly to learn a system that we're moving away from anyways. But basically, initiative works on rolling your primary attribute that you use plus a combat ability. And the person who wins decides who goes first. You either will act yourself and then decide who goes after you. You can communicate together as a group to figure out who's going where. And I get to interject with the enemies whenever I feel like it, or whenever it feels narratively appropriate.
All right. So, what, fortitude and close combat?
Let's do I don't know what these buttons mean.
And the target number is 7.
Yes. Yes. Open the book again. In combat. Okay. Join battle determines which side goes first. When the player characters go first, only important storyteller characters can choose to interrupt that turn order and take an action in the middle of player actions. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Appropriate attribute plus appropriate combat-related ability. Okay, I guess all of your guys' rolling luck is gone? Is what's happening here?
Oh, no.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, apparently so.
We're getting the low rolls out first.
Gone is the time of Siraj's 6 successes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So, close combat. Roll. Excellent. So, Meridius and Fahim, you two got equal successes. Your attributes are the same level. Decide amongst yourselves who wants to go first and who's going next. Well, I put on more appropriateness.
Go first.
Well, that depends. Are you more
So I just
support?
rolled and didn't hit the join battle button. Then I hit the join battle button, and now it's telling me to roll again, and I don't want to do that.
I'll just.
There should be an X somewhere on the popped-up window you can hit to close it.
There is, but I still haven't joined the battle.
But you are in the battle. So just close that. You don't need it anymore.
Okay.
You are here.
I don't know. Are you more support, or do you have things that can improve other people's chances to hit?
Wait, I guess I could help prep a little bit.
You guys have a moment here to discuss amongst yourselves.
Yeah. Professor, what do you see?
I would try to peer into this creature to try to figure out what it is and if it seems to have any affinities that would work better against it.
What do you mean? Is there like an ability you're using to do this? Or are you just trying to get a sense?
Or trying to just see if I can use my sagacity to understand if I know a bit more.
Yeah, you want to take a mind action to try and recall anything you know about this form of Draciri?
Yep.
All right.
So would I be able to use sagacity?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I think with fortitude, unless you can make
That's
a
fine.
pitch for something else. So you kind of try and steel yourself and remember what you know about these things.
8 successes.
Cool. So we are back on that. Yay. So where do I begin? Does Fakim have like a mind palace or anything like that? How does he access data in his own mind or knowledge? How does he think?
Like I described how he sees, and sometimes when his glasses is off, he sees things as connections and geometrical shapes. So he organizes in similar ways. So he'll have spheres of this grouped together, cuboids, polygons, and all sorts of things in certain ways. That is how he would view things. So that's how he would organize things as well, since that's how he sees them.
Okay. So, yeah. Bloom Scourges, Rot Wings, Verdant Heralds, Garden Walkers. The Vesium strain that they have in their blood is verdantite. It speaks very well to the weak forces of decay and Genesis. Spirit-born Draciri are radiant and horrifying in equal measure, with bodies that are often cloaked in bioluminescent, like moss and scales, vine-like tendrils pulsing across their limbs, and glowing spores drift seemingly endlessly from the vents along their ribs and spine. Their wings resemble great fronds or fungal fans, or fungal fans, unfolding in layered sheets of leaf webbing and mycelium. Their eyes, glowing with an unnatural chlorophyll, lack cones and rods like you would see in most other living things. Oftentimes they have antlers or horn structures with tangled roots growing around them or blooming flowers. A lot of their key traits are hosting fungal ecosystems in their bodies. Their claws and breath can accelerate decomposition or growth depending on their choice. They also leave bioluminescent trails of plant life and fungal blooms where they walk. You know that they inhabit some of the deepest jungles and drowned groves of Draciri.
Okay. Yeah, Fahim will definitely relay this to the group. Definitely warning them about possible breath of decay attacks and wary of where they step around it. And I think that would be it for now for Fahim.
Okay, well, I guess with that information, Meridius will do his hybrid transformation.
Oh, cool.
And his right arm, the tendrils are going to come off and form a serrated blade. And on the left arm, it's going to cover in like a plated gauntlet.
Word. Okay, so Fahim has gone. Now it is Meridius' turn.
Yeah, so he's going to do that and let the rest of his group start to make preparations to fight this thing.
You don't want to explain everything else that happens? All I heard was serrated blade on the arm.
Yeah, he's doing a hybrid transformation, not the full transformation.
Oh, excuse me. That's important. Why are you upside down now? My apologies.
No, you're fine.
One. Okay, apparently I can't change your size. So you partially transform?
Yes.
All right, and who's going after you?
I will direct Pride Lord Cadus to get a flank.
You want me to come in from the side?
Well, your name is Stalker.
Yes, it is. Are you planning to go in its face?
I plan to avoid the mouth, but yes.
All right, we have reached the end of rational conversation in a fight. Okay.
Okay.
Very well. Yeah, I'm gonna. I'd like to circle around to the side, and you know, but I'm not gonna do it stealthily. I'm just gonna run over to the side, and then I basically want to take a swat at its leg and try and trip it up. Basically, I'm doing a withering attack, but that's the what I'm attempting to do is go after the knee.
Absolutely. So, let's make an attack. You've described what you were doing. I'll give you a stun die for that. Let's form your dice pool using your attribute plus combat ability plus additional dice-based modifiers. Wild. Okay, so yeah. All right, so these attacks, withering attacks specifically, reflect the characters clashing against one another, glancing blows, feints, and the maneuvers that give one character an upper hand over the other. These are serious attacks, but they do not deal direct damage to the opponent. So how these work is you have to accrue enough, basically, successes to go over a creature's hardness. Compares her total to the target's defense. Oh, excuse me. If she meets or exceeds it, she hits. And its defense is only 5. So you gain 1 power for meeting the target's defense, and any extra successes are converted directly to power. So you have 10 successes, so you immediately gain that 6 power as you attack this Draciri wormling's leg. Any extra directly power, target's defenses may never reduce the withering attacks. Extra successes for the person gaining power below the target's overwhelming. That doesn't matter.
So after I did the attack, it gave me a damage window, which I haven't clicked on because I thought withering attacks didn't do damage, so I don't know what to do here.
So if the attack is a withering attack, they do not deal damage. Instead gain 1 power if the attack hits and 1 more for extra successes. Then we go to step 8. Counter attack. If applicable, this starts the process over from step 1. Counter attacks may not be activated in response to other counter attacks. So you have swiped at this thing's leg?
Yes, with my claws.
Excellent. Okay, I don't love the being pulled up.
Okay, I can't change my power.
What do you mean?
So I closed the damage window and went back to the character sheet. Oh no, I can't. It's sorry, it's selectable. I'm just having a hard time. Never mind. Done.
Okay. Excellent. You have swiped at its legs. And the Draciri, like, rears back rampant on its hind legs, confused. And attempts to rake at you in retaliation. Okay, so this is withering. What is your defenses?
Parry and evasion are both 4.
You only get to use one.
Okay. I'm gonna declare. Aren't I supposed to declare what I'm doing before you roll?
Probably, I think.
Yeah. We'll just say I dodged, but yeah, for future reference, I think we're supposed to declare that.
Yeah.
Excellent. This goes back, of course, to the fact that defenses can never reduce an attack below its overwhelming rating. Its rake attack with its claws have overwhelming 2. So, while its attack misses, the Draciri does build 2 power. Alright, who's next?
Yes, that would be me.
I mean, it could be you. You guys can also tell, like, pass a turn to me if you want enemies to act, by the way. You're not required to take your turns.
No, I
Just
need
putting
to
that
build.
out there.
I need to build some willpower, some will up. So
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm gonna focus will. That
Okay.
work?
Yeah, you should just be able to click the button on your character sheet. Where are reactives, Bolton?
They should be going.
There should be the group reactive on there.
There we go. Oh, looks like things got moved around. Fixed it.
Did you find the button that you need to push?
Yes, I pushed it.
Two will focused. And what are you focusing on? What is this building for? What do you?
I am building up
looking
one
to
of my
do?
actual spells.
Sure. What's that look like?
She's starting to focus, and it just starts to look like shadows are coming up out of the ground and just absorbing into her.
Very nice. I have something for that? I think I do. Ta-da!
That work.
I don't have a lot right now, but I have some. You spend your turn building, and now it is the Draciri's turn. There is a Venus Tyrannis. Is that what you called it?
Yes, Fetus Tyrannis.
Currently, with its having attacked its leg and nearby, and yeah, I think the Draciri will come crashing forward on all fours, and its head will snap around quickly, trying to get its maw on you, Mr. Cades, since you are right close by and no one else has really done anything to it yet. Okay, I'm gonna roll like shit, but that is fine. Well, so as it, because it doesn't fully land on you, it snaps at you and builds 6 power in the process. But it does not manage to get its jaws on you quite yet, but it is faster than any other creature you've fought in the wild so far.
Okay. So those 4 successes weren't limited by my defenses.
No, they were.
Okay, because you rolled 4 and my defenses are 4, which would then take it to its overwhelming. It should only have gained 2 power, right?
No, it gets 1 for base because it did hit your defense levels.
Okay.
But I also had 5 overwhelming.
But also has 5 overwhelming.
Oh, it's 5 overwhelming. Okay.
Its bite does, yes. And you feel that as its enormous jaw snaps closed where you just were moments beforehand. Assuming you are evading and not trying to parry it.
I am evading. May I counterattack?
Do you have a counterattack? Absolutely.
Oh, so I need to have like a charm that does that?
Yes.
Okay, then no. Never mind. I'm still learning the system. Just...
No, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
At least I'm pretty sure you have to have counterattack if applicable. Yes, charms or preparation. Like you can prepare to counterattack if you're attacked. That is the Draciri. We move to the next round. Okay, I know there was something about going through the rounds. May act, the molten special love power. So do we just follow that now? Okay, whichever side ends the round chooses who starts the next. The last actor may select themselves as the first actor for the next round. That is a little terrifying. Because it just built up so much power like that, and I think as it like turns to snap its jaws at Lord Cadis, you're all kind of watching, but as it does, you see its tail come swiping around to swing at Meridius.
Meridius is going to attempt to parry it.
Alright, you are using your parry.
Mhm. Is there a roll to add to that on my end, or is it just the...
No. And this is a decisive attack. So I apologize. Nope. Ignore that roll. I said it before I even looked at it. I had stunt clicked. Okay. 10s count per double in the system, apparently. That's awesome. Damage. Nope. Don't do that. Meridius, you have a soak of 2?
Soak of 4 with my armor. Sorry.
Then you simply take a wallop to the chest. If you have 4 soak and not 2.
Yeah, he's gonna hold up his gauntlet arm as the tail whips at him and just kind of parry it off. Maybe just scraping the ground as it pulls him.
Excellent. It hits really fucking hard, and y'all see this normal looking dude that grew something out of his arm fucking block a Draciri tail attack.
Hey.
Let's see. I think I want to hear from the magic users. Raylan.
Okay. Well, she still needs to focus more willpower, so more will, so we're going to do that. Because spells
You
aren't
have-
cheap.
They are not. You have your pufferfish out. You are performing a dance.
She's still bringing in more shadow into her.
I can't be the only one who's seen Jackie Chan Adventures.
Oh my. Well, there we go.
No, I did it to the wrong thing. Also, it's the wrong one anyways. Okay, so more shadow.
Yes.
Six will focused. How much do you need for your spell?
5.
Okay. And do you get to cast your spell once you've gathered enough focus?
Oh. That's a good question. I have always thought focusing the will was like the round.
Okay.
That's the round I do.
Sorcerers and necromancers shape their spells through a raw force of will, sharpening their resolve until the world has no choice but to conform to their expectations. This requires a focus will action, which cannot be flurried. The character rolls attribute plus sagacity at a default difficulty of 3.
Oh, and I've
Is
been
that the
rolling
difficulty you were
default-
using?
No, it was 5. It was the 7.
Okay. So you probably had all the will you needed then off of your first roll.
Let's see what my first roll.
If you want to go and check.
I'm checking. So 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I was sure I would be short 1.
A character can hold up to 10 will at a time, but unspent will is lost at the end of the session, so that's fine. Which means you can build your will by focusing between combats as well. On your turn, a character can use an action to cast a spell by spending the required will. This effort drains their defense by 1 for the first and second circle, and 2 for the third. At the start of each of their turns, this penalty lowers by 1. So, yeah, next turn you can cast your necromancy spell.
Okay.
As more shadows grow and coalesce about you in a flurry of darkness. Who do you nominate to go next, or does anyone want to make a pitch to her to go?
I'm thinking Pride Lord should go next.
Well, thank you.
And it looks
So
like if you target him, it should automatically add his defenses to your roll.
How do I target him?
Just mouse over the, like, around near his feet. And that will show you where his token is and hit T. Or you can go to the combat tracker. Nope, that's ping combatant. So it must be on the carousel, which is so small right now. Carousel. Oh, actually, also not there. Yeah, for now you can just click on his token and press the T button.
Okay,
And it
which
should put,
I did.
yeah, that should put 4 orange arrows around him that tell you who you have targeted.
Okay. So I would like to use the outmaneuver build power gambit. Or no, it's not a gambit. It's just an outmaneuver build power action.
Okay.
The character repositions herself, stepping around an enemy or maneuvering in a way that gives an ally advantage. She may move herself into a hidden location or cover, waiting to press her advantage.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is, effectively, circle around the thing. Trying to keep it distracted. Hissing and spitting at it, but not actually, hitting it, and circle around behind it.
Okay. Hello, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm just prepping the roll.
Did you click Withering Attack?
No, I clicked build power.
Wait, maybe I misunderstood what you were going for. It's the Gambit.
No, it's actually right before Gambits. It's in the build power actions. One of them is called Outmaneuver, which is a stealth roll.
Oh, branch misses.
Yep. Basically,
Okay.
I'm distracting it and dancing into stealth.
Yeah, amazing. Concealment.
All right.
Oh.
Also, I only needed 4 to max out my power, and I am allowed to distribute this power when I do the outmaneuver thing.
Yes.
So
You may
I've got,
distribute your extras.
yeah, there's 6. So each of you take 2.
Is it? It says it's only 3 extra power on the die thing.
Yeah, but I got a total of 10, and I get to distribute any excess power, which I already had 6, so I only took 4 of that 10. So the other 6, I distributed two to each of you.
Okay.
Oop, nope, that's completely gone.
And because I distributed more than 4 power, I get 1 anima from my shadow stillness thing.
Okay, go ahead and raise that by 1 point then. Spectral body. Yeah, that's a good stealth.
And that now I'm done, and I nominate the professor.
Yeah. So after going through my sheet, I don't seem to have any form of attacks. But instead, yeah, I will also start focusing my will in case we need a
Excellent,
great
excellent.
escape. I will start analyzing.
Colton, all I see is your character sheet on the stream.
Yeah, I'm reading. Sorry.
We gotta go back to using a streamer for this reason.
Okay. As I analyze
Insane.
and pull in the Genesis forces, what I can gather in preparation to be able to just blow open a hole right away eventually. You'll just see Fahim, his eyes fully open, just scanning the world, just taking a line here, pulling it, kind of redirecting the energies. And yeah, preparing to cast only spell he currently, I guess, prepared. Should be it for me.
Excellent, excellent.
Or is there?
Nope, carry on.
I think there's only one person left to nominate, which is just
Nope.
Meridius, right?
There's technically 2. Go ahead and nominate the dragon.
That is true.
I has a plan.
Sure, Dragon go next.
The dragon. The kitty has stealthed, or moved out of sight. So, I'd love, I think, a stealth check from you.
Oh, for me?
Yes.
I mean, the build power action was a stealth check.
Oh, was it? How many successes did you get on that? All I saw was the build power portion. 9
9.
successes. Insane. Okay. Cool. I guess it's gonna like look around for the cat that has fully fucking vanished from view. I meant that to be fortitude, but unable to find you, it will rear back in anger. 1, 2, 3. I think we'll go at random. So starting with Meridius and going back to Fahim. 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna roll a d3. Hey, the one that is glowing with shadow.
Of course.
Yeah.
You appear to be a threat.
So it only has 4 power left. What is your... You have a hardness of 3.
3.
Congratulations. The Virid-born Draciri looks at you, and in its glowing golden eyes, you see a creature that is half what you are and half the other side. So it possesses connections to both the weak forces of decay and the Genesis forces of life. And it opens its mouth, and there's this like deep inhaling noise that just like and it attacks you with a blast of decay.
Not me.
Target Raylan. Boop, boop, ba-doop, boop. Only 4 successes. You have a defense of 4. And it rolls really shitty on damage. So, as this like blast of decay comes at you, you are designed to exist beyond decay. Like, your skeleton alone has been enhanced with the runes of your undeath to prevent them from corroding away.
Yeah.
Sorry, it sounds like someone is shooting off a bunch of fucking guns in my neighborhood. And the force has no effect over you.
I just look at him.
Yeah, at the top of the round, the Draciri looks uncomfortable. And charges up. He's gonna... Oh, nope, actually he can't, because one of you still hasn't gone. Meridius.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm going to use my action to build power. I'm going to use fortitude and physique. And I'm actually going to be using the focus power build. Which is the character spends an action centering themselves for a strike, focusing on combat and the opening, or an opening for their opponent.
I'm a charge in my attack.
So I get plus
You
one.
are doing the DBZ power up.
I get +1 on the success modifier for that ability. What's the difference between excellency, or what is excellency?
Excellency is the universal charm that lets you add to the dice pool.
Okay. I can't remember. I think I get. Right. Built me up to 5 power, and then since I'm last, I also get to go first, right?
Yes, that is true. There is a decisive advantage in going last in this system. I like it. I think we're going to steal it for the Awakening engine.
I will be using my serrated arm that I created to do a lunge attack at its chest.
Okay.
Automatic success. What stunt is not? It's not a stunt.
I mean, it's not a stunt unless you describe your attack better. I lunge and I attack is hardly a stunt. Get creative.
Is his tail still hitting me? No, because he just did the breath attack. Actually, he's going to attempt to do a jump off of his tail and swipe at his right wing, right above the shoulder blade.
Okay.
Prevent it from flying away.
It has no intention of fleeing you at this very moment, but yeah, I'll give you a stunt dice for that. You can click that stunt box.
Seven successes.
7 successes? Well, that's wonderful. I mean, carry on with your bad self.
Target's defense is...
Target's defense should automatically be in there if you had him targeted, like I explained earlier.
4 and 4. Okay,
Did
gotcha.
you?
I did.
1 point of damage! Oh, it automatically applied damage too. Siraj, will you be able to do this when you start putting our system together? Does it get more complicated to... Yeah, does it get more complicated applying damage to different places, or is it just like the @ symbol towards... Never mind.
It's just, however, it needs to be implemented depending on the system.
Yeah, we'll get into that later, not in the middle session. That's my bad. Cool. You have taken out its first 0 health level. Your blade doesn't bite super deep, but it does like slip in through a couple of the dense scales. And a little trickle of blood comes down the blade on your arm. It smells good.
He's going to then direct Raylan to blast the same location he just hit the open wound.
Well then, direct. Roleplay. Get into character. Come on. Everybody's so stiff this week. Come on.
Just tired. Raylan, attack now!
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
I don't know where that came from.
Okay, a crazy undead lady with insane shadows flying around her, just going okie dokie. I love it. Carry on. Have a stunt just for that.
Oh, thank you. I have no clue where that came from. But that was funny.
I mean,
as well.
I say okie dokie like literally all the time to anything, so
All right. So she unleashes the death of obsidian butterflies.
insane.
So
What does that look like for her? I know what that spell does because that spell has been a staple of Exalted since first edition. But what's it
Well-
look like for you?
well, because she's a necromancer,
Hmm.
it comes off as the necromancer's version. So we'll put this in chat. Oh, that won't do it. Anyway, so first of all, I take it I'm within medium range of this thing.
Absolutely.
Okay. Sorry, guys, but the necromancer unleashes a wave of ivory light teeming with fanged ghostly creatures ripping flesh from bone while leaving inorganic structures intact. This wave emanates from the necromancer in every direction up to medium range, adding the piercing tag to the attack and ignoring all cover, light or heavy. So these little fanged ghostly creatures just come ripping out of her body and start devouring organic life.
That's not what I meant.
To medium range.
Excellent, excellent. You make a
So-
decisive area effective attack as a medium range weapon that affects every range band up to long range, so long as it is within the character's
Yeah.
field of perception. So, all right. Raylan's never used this spell for combat before, has she?
No.
Good.
So this
Uh,
is something new.
Yeah, make your roll.
Okay, so I'm going to use my Sage City instead of my close combat or range. Because I'm allowed to.
Sagacity, that is correct.
Yeah, sagacity.
And I need you to hold shift and press T on everyone on the board.
Hold on. Hold shift. T. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Okay, I now have everybody turned.
Excellent. You may now carry on with your roll.
And target number still 7.
Yes.
That I have a stun. Da, da, da.
Six successes. So 6 successes against everyone's defense. Is everyone at 4? Oh no. Well, let's do the Draciri first, and then we'll handle the rest of the group.
Right.
This magic that you have not unleashed since you awoke to whatever you are used to be a stream that projected outwards from you. But when you release it now, it erupts violently in every direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I need to. Death of obsidian butterflies. I need more than this. Where's the rest of it? You may. Okay, the attack reduces heavy cover to light cover and destroys light cover. Excellent. All of the trees, what little grass remained near all of you is obliterated in this wave of weak force, the power of decay and entropy. It only costs you 5 willpower. You may count the rest of your willpower afterwards as additional power.
Okay. So I can just convert it over.
Yes. Yes. But how do we do that? I think we would make it like a weapon attack?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out how to do. Because the medium weapon is 2-point damage? Yeah. So that'd be the
Okay,
same as my
so-
quarterstaff.
Butterflies. We're going to do this here. It doesn't have overwhelming, of course, but it is decisive. We're going to roll this here, but oh hey,
It also has piercing.
is piercing excellent. So it goes through the soak. Okay, so it ignores 1. I think this is working. Yes, for defense. No sagacity. I'm just making sure this is working properly. You can go ahead and roll yourself once I'm making finished. Cool. It definitely is working properly. Do you want to keep that damage roll, or do you want to try rolling yourself?
I'll try rolling myself. Since I'm. And where do I roll it from?
Excellent. So I've created a butterflies attack under your weapons section.
Did?
I did.
Don't see it.
You don't?
Close the character sheet and reopen it.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Try this.
That probably. Nope, still don't see it. Do I need to refresh, maybe?
Hey, let me close your sheet. Huh. No, it's not. Oh, wait. Okay. There you go. Now you should be able to see it. I only put it on your token on the map, so you would have had to double click your token on the
There
map
it
to
is.
see it.
Okay.
Yes, it should be there now.
Yes, I see it. So I would do this as decisive.
Yes, as decisive. I re-added your 5 power on there, so it should auto-propagate into your roll. You will have to put the 1 in the armor penetration manually when you get to the damage step. But just roll the normal attack and we'll alter the number of successes that went through.
Target number 7. Little size modifier. And since this is a spell, that would be that.
So that roll is not the important one. We will now go to the damage.
Yep.
And you got 6 successes. So just put that in there.
So change successes to 6.
Yeah.
6. Ignore soak 1.
North Soak 1. And this is for the Draciri specifically. We will go through, and I will say, since your power was primarily focused on the Draciri, that was your target. You won't get the extra power against your companions.
Okay.
2 damage to the Draciri. And now just give me that 6 successes and 1 piercing roll flat, and then they can reduce the amount of damage you roll by their individual hardness. Or soaks, I should say.
Or just roll damage separately.
You do. Yes, because it has more than they do.
So I don't have to roll to attack again. I just got to roll damage.
I mean, or you guys can just add the damage from that one. Since she only got 5 damage, that might be to your benefit to take that one and modify it by your soak.
Yeah, I'll just take the 1 damage.
Yeah.
The
that might
1
be-
damage?
Yeah, I have 4 soak.
You have 3 soak because it has piercing 1.
Oh. I'll take 2
So you would
damage.
also take 2. Is everyone understanding how that works?
Yeah.
Yes.
Poor Fahim is looking fucked up, though, as your butterflies
Oh, no.
remain. They are just littering the battlefield now. All of the trees have been rent and torn asunder. What few remnants remained of the park that was here at once, in like massive concentric rings around you, has just been annihilated. Shit is wilting and dying.
Oh, it never did that before.
Raylan seems confused.
You just hear Meridius scream, I didn't mean that!
Raylan,
Okay.
who's next?
Let's go, Hakeem.
Fahim. You're up, Fahim, and you're feeling fucked. Or I don't want to tell you how you're feeling, but you're looking pretty fucked.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do here?
Well, Fahim, after dealing with that amount of trauma from the butterflies, will likely be looking around and wondering the affiliations of, is there actually another side?
Yeah, is there actually another side? Amazing.
Oh, Lord.
But yeah, I think he'll be looking at Raylan just a bit closer to see if he can see any connections between Raylan and the Draciri or something off.
Yeah, sure, give me... This feels like an embassy plus force check, like trying to like catch a vibe off someone mid-combat.
Didn't mean to hurt you.
Untrained
Mhm.
embassy. So instead,
sent as an ambassador for the undead, the first thing she does is attack her teammates in combat.
Treating injuries. That's more of a scene thing, right? It's not really in.
It can be, but you have a charm that lets you treat. Do it immediately. Master Physician technique.
For duration of the treatment. Yeah, I guess I will start attempting to.
Or hold on, make a sagacity roll with double 9s against difficulty equal to the total levels of damage in your health track. Success allows the patient to treat the scene as if it were a recovery scene and regain all lost health levels. This may heal aggravated damage.
It's more of a not really in combat.
I'll let the. Yeah, it's not really an in combat thing. I'm waiting on that force roll still, though. This one I'm giving to you for free. 4 successes. She seems legitimately surprised at that happening.
Okay. Look into the future of the. Oh no, that only works for me. Most of the stuff I have is redirecting damage from teammates to me, but I'm already.
Yeah.
Can I violently open up this Draciri with my only spell?
I mean, the violent opening of closed portals is meant for opening doorways.
I will open the ground beneath it to kind of make it unstable.
Huh. You know what? Give me a roll. Give me a roll.
Okay. And I'll spend 3 will as I channel the Genesis to kind of shape the ground beneath the blasted. It's the opening to destabilize the series foot edge. What's a typical roll for a spell?
It's gonna. So typically casting a spell is your primary attribute plus sagacity. This feels like a force plus sagacity roll.
Yeah, force sagacity.
And the number of successes you get on this is important. So how much power do you have? Insane. Okay.
Yep.
So here's the thing. You are inside a training center. So And the violent opening of closed portals does not only open a single thing unless it's been changed. Any portal within a single structure the sorcerer touches or stands inside. Okay, so they did limit it a bit. Once upon a time, you could walk into a building and be like, all doors fucking open! You channel your mana and Genesis into the earth, and I need everyone nearby, I think, to give me a finesse plus something roll. I'll take athletics, I'll take close combat, or war, anything that has to do with understanding and movement, or like battlefield understanding and like quick movement.
Can I use finesse awareness?
It's you don't need to roll.
Okay.
You are farthest from this at the moment.
What was the attribute?
Finesse.
Okay. No.
Amazing.
Show off.
Excellent. How do I explain this? You release this power into the ground. This massive training center, which has a number of what qualifies as portals in the ground. And the earth in front of you splits wide. And all of you barely dodge out of the way. And you see the Draciri like start to glitch. And like broken pixels of light and energy distort and it winks out. And you see an enormous metal room beneath you with a number of people who look freaked the fuck out. People are yelling like, this shouldn't be happening. What the fuck is going on? Someone explain this to me.
Well, Professor,
we're
I
gonna
think
end-
you settled it.
We're gonna end combat
so.
here and take a break because opening a door beneath the Draciri was not something I thought was gonna happen.
Wow.
I unironically saw that coming at the beginning when he said he was channeling it. The minute he said he was channeling to open a door, I was like, oh, he's gonna close the simulation on accident.
I
got freaked out by all the butterfly damage.
I mean, valid. I was
kind
too.
of, yeah.
All the little fanged creatures like.
See, as soon as I heard I'm gonna open a door, I knew what was going to happen. But, like, insane. This is fucking insane. I love all of you for these silly things, but we go on the break. I gotta pee. We'll be back in a little bit, everyone.
All right, be right back.
Welcome back, everyone. Oh. Welcome back, everyone. Sorry, I missed my cue. We come back here now in this training center that now has a open hangar bay down into a lab with our group of I'm not going to use the word heroes. Heroes doesn't seem appropriate quite yet. Our cast. One standing at the foot of the hangar bay door that is now open, while the other three have dove to the side to avoid falling 100 feet down into the lab, and the Binansua workers are scrabbling around downstairs, trying to re-close it. But the Draciri, the holographic hard light Draciri, has been defeated by opening a door. There are also a bunch of butterflies scattered all over the place. The terrain has been destroyed for quite a distance, actually. So, the chaos on the surface, I will pass over to you as the hangar bay doors begin to grind closed again after being violently opened.
Is the
They're
couch
making
still here?
no. There are no trees anymore. There's no bench, no stone. Everything was destroyed.
Disembodied voice. Why am I injured?
Are you trying to talk to the lady on the intercom?
Yes, she said the injuries would be simulated. But this still hurts.
She said the injuries would be real.
No, yeah, she definitely mentioned that the injuries were going to be real, but they would get us out before anything serious would happen. The attacks were going to be fake, is what she said. Except Raylan's. That was pretty real.
Yes. Why did you attack us? What was your strategy?
It shouldn't have worked. Well, it never worked that way before. I didn't realize it was just going to burst out.
Oh, so you
So you have power you cannot control.
I have power I didn't know I had.
perhaps before we go into another training simulation with a group of people, might be wise for these testers to actually test us alone. He's looking for corners in the room.
Yes. I do apologize. It was an act of most dire panic, perhaps.
I'm not overly concerned about you opening the floor. But the butterflies hurt. And I thought we were supposed to be on the same side. So I really wasn't expecting to be attacked by one of you.
Oh, not to mention, Professor, does that work for any old door?
Why, yes. Once I get
Ah,
the right alignment, Genesis will do the rest. But
so you
I
mean when
will
we
help you. But for now, I will help heal you guys the best I can. As I start patching people's wounds that were caused by the very real other spell. Is that a necromancy spell?
It was a necromancy spell.
Okay,
Yes, it was.
yeah. But yeah, I'll start treating the wound the best I can while we're talking.
I'll be damned, Professor. If you could have just opened the door when I asked earlier, that would have been great.
I wanted to see what they prepared, but
Very well. Raylan, you got any other magic spells that you need to practice?
No.
Oh, great. I was going to send you down there with the rest of the testers.
They're all just scurrying around down there while the doors continue to slowly grind close because the mechanisms were fucked up by being violently opened.
What is visible in this room now?
That's a great question. Are we just in a blank white room at this point?
No, everything is still there. Like the dirt fell through the hangar. Excuse me. I should have described this better. The Draciri was a hologram and disappeared. The dirt, the foliage, the rock, the benches, that was all real. And a bunch of earth fell to the ground beneath you when the hangar door opened.
I would like to scrape a bunch of the dead grass into a pile and lay on it.
Okay.
Is the blood from the Draciri still on my serrated arm?
No, that also glitched and vanished.
Well, Professor, the holograms here are actually more real than I thought.
mm, we do pride ourselves in our work in Binan Sul. But to make the most realistic experiences, such things are necessary to make sure our young learn the proper way.
Perhaps if they wanted us to act like we were in a life or death situation, maybe the hologram that they built wouldn't just disappear.
I will make sure to let them know of this comment.
Oh, I'm sure they're already aware.
Oh, this changes the highlighting to be or what is this called? Orthogonal.
Huh?
Oh, I'm just like the Foundry, the way this view is set up. You highlight in the view also. It matches the grid line.
Yes. It's isometric. Or
Oh yeah, I was trying to remember the word isometric. Yeah,
It's-
it's isometric highlighting.
it's half isometric. So this isn't like an isometric map. It's just an isometric grid designed
Yeah.
for this.
Yeah, which is hexagons, I think. Yeah.
And Meridius is going to look up to the sky. Well, testing lady, did you get what you needed?
perhaps we have destroyed the communication system as well.
Well, can you use your little door thing and make us an actual door out of here?
Mm, Yeah, we can make our way out. But yeah, I will focus a bit more will to just kind of open another way through.
I'm sorry, you're opening another door as they're trying to close this one?
Oh, okay. Are they active close?
Yes. Again,
then-
the doors
yeah.
are slowly grinding closed. And
Yeah.
you are kind of standing in a destroyed park.
Yep, and I'm asking Fahim to open us a door on the external wall.
So you are actively trying to leave the testing grounds.
Yeah.
You say that out loud.
Correct.
You hear Dr. Sadawi's voice kind of emanate from all around you. If you leave the testing center now, you will be disqualified from the program. You did agree to this.
Well, I've been asking what the next step for this thing was, and I haven't gotten an answer yet.
Do you require all answers be handed to you?
Well, I thought the first step was defeat the Draciri. That's done.
Technically, the Draciri was defeated. That is true. But if you look to your right, you will see a large destroyed cityscape. Perhaps exploration. Perhaps tending to your wounds. Mr. Null, was it? You will not last long in this field if you're incapable of extrapolating for yourself. But if you'd like to quit, I can provide an exit. Please do not destroy any more of my complex.
I didn't destroy shit. That was my companion.
I am aware. But you are requesting that he do it again. And thus I am saying if you would like to quit, I will provide an exit. Please don't destroy any more of my complex.
Hey, Fahim, you see that? I know how to make her answer this time.
Then let me patch you guys up, and we will be on our merry way then. But yeah, Fahim will continue to heal everyone.
The doors continue to slowly slams closed. You just gonna hang out here in the open with no cover of any kind? Because the spell specifically said it destroys cover. And your potential opponents are flying creatures.
It's probably best we go and find one of those abandoned buildings to rest for a moment.
What happened?
Hootie dropped. Hootie's back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Once I am healed, I will look around the landscape to see if there are any simulated lunch animals.
If there were any lunch animals nearby, they were destroyed by the obsidian butterflies.
Yeah, again, we'd be better off going into the city and scavenging there. Hopefully they have
There might have been
simulated
things to eat in the park
refrigerators.
at one point.
Well, masked one. It seems you have decided that you are in charge. What are we doing?
Does anyone have any injuries that need to be taken care of right now as we speak? Or can they hold
Yes,
off until we get to safety?
my injuries are currently being tended to. I'll be fine shortly. And with that, the cat is licking the areas after they're tended to by Fahim.
Very well. I can wait until we get there. And he's gonna start navigating towards the abandoned or destroyed city, trying to find a building that they can rest in for a moment.
Excellent. Can I get survival? I don't know if survival's the right check anymore.
Oh, there's not even a survival.
Navigate? Yeah, navigate's what it is.
Um, yes. Three successes.
You make your way into the ruined city streets on the outskirts. A lot of these buildings have clearly been overgrown, where Virid-born Draciri have walked, leaving fungi, plant growth. Okay. Need to double check to make sure you could see on this one too. You don't see any signs of living people right now, though. Now, as far
So
as
this is a simulated dead city.
I don't know if it's simulated. The structures seem pretty real.
So you think it's a real dead city with no people in it?
I don't know, Professor. You're the one with the better eyes.
That creature we engaged. It seemed potent, but I don't believe something that small and weak could do this.
My assumption is there's more of them.
Yes, yes. I got the sense that last one was a youngling.
Professor Fahim, can you tell if these buildings are real?
It should be as real as it can be for our test, but I can take another look. But I will pop my all-encompassing sorcerer sight as I commit a mote.
excellent. The lines appear, your ability to see connections begins flowing into your vision. There was a great deal of strong force used in the creation of this place. And a lot of Binansuo essentially has programmable matter. So this entire complex is the largest 3D environment you've ever seen that they can likely reprogram at will. So all of the matter, all the material is real, but at a moment's notice, they can probably shift and change it.
Yes. Fahim will let everyone know. Yes, for the purposes of this test, you might consider everything real.
Well, very well. And we need to make sure that we don't enter any of these buildings with a lot of structured damage.
So, the buildings are real, but this is not really a destroyed city, and these people really did not die.
Mm, it is a destroyed
Many
city, but I don't
papers
believe there
on
were
the
ever people here in the first place. No.
yes, but I would act as if you consider everything as real as it can be. Even momentary AIs deserve some semblance of respect.
So I should be angry at an empty city.
If you are often angry, sure, if that is how you feel.
Well, only because it's empty. The city is full of people. This is an empty city, which would indicate the people are all dead. That is angering.
Well, maybe not dead. We need to look for a shelter.
Incidentally, one of the buildings on this street seems still kind of intact. Uh, it looks like it might have been some kind of market, grocery store, maybe at one point.
Well, even in a ruined city, we might be able to find something to eat. Go check out the market.
A market contains food?
Yes.
Most of the time. I can't guarantee this one does.
Is it good food or is it more of that synthetic crap?
Well, we'll just have to go look and find out. I'm not going to make you any promises.
Very well.
You make your way through the ruined streets to this old. Old's not really the right word. This place has the feeling like it looks like nature has begun reclaiming the place, right? The problem is that the scorch marks on the stone are still fresh. Uh, the plants that have grown don't look like they grew over time, slowly spreading out to encapsulate and take back over this place for nature. They look like they grew rapidly and rampantly. And as you step into this supermarket that has like a kind of fucked up outside, you see that lights are still on. that they flicker a little bit, like the power grid is still active. You see shelves filled with food. But you see blood and bodies kind of painting the clean aisles with the dark red of their viscera. A number of people have been disemboweled or torn completely in half. There are a dozen dead inside this place. And the doors themselves out front look like something large kind of pushed its way through them.
Cadus is going to start growling, kind of, you know, reflexively, like just looking around at all this wasted meat and that wasn't used. It was just left lying there, and going like, whatever did this is bad, and yeah, kind of a intimidation display, if you will.
Fahim, we're gonna go back to the 9 success intelligence, or not intelligence, academic roll you got earlier for the Draciri.
Sure.
You know that the Draciri use shock troops. The Draciri are primordial forces that don't tend to like form distinct societies on their own, but there are hybrid species of Draciri and other mortal creatures from G.E.A.R., like a human Draciri blend or an elven Draciri blend that the Draciri will often use to attack places. And the damage to the front door doesn't look like one of the larger dragons did it.
Fahim will definitely relay that. We should be wary and look out for these things.
Do they tend to stay by the places where they've killed?
They can if they're hunting.
How freshly killed are these bodies?
Goodness, give me a check of some kind. Medicine? Sagacity?
Sure. Sagacity.
Medicine's not a skill anymore. Sagacity.
Guess I can do it.
I will also accept a war roll if anyone wants to.
11 successes.
Insane. Okay. Ziraj, I need you to calm the fuck down, okay? 11 successes. These people were all killed within the last day. Some of them today, maybe. There's no signs of rigor mortis yet on any of the bodies. If they were real bodies, which you're not entirely sure they're not, if they're just reprogrammed matter, hours. Some of these people were killed within hours. And the blood and the bodies feel very real to you. And even with your sight, they seem almost real. But they're definitely not holograms.
How do they smell?
Very
Fresh meat?
real.
Rotted meat?
Some of them, rot hasn't super started to set in yet because they've all been killed in the last 24 hours or so. But give them another day or two and they will start to spoil. I would dare say that you would still eat this meat.
But they're people, right?
Yes, they do appear to be various peoples.
Actually, then kids would like to not eat them, but instead start dragging all of the pieces of people together into a pile.
Okay.
Meridius is gonna take like any jackets or anything that they've got and start fashioning like a makeshift backpack to carry, or like a little sash to carry some food.
Okay. You just making a little like rucksack,
Yeah, nothing crazy.
or that's not what they're called. What are they?
Knapsack.
Knapsack might be right. There's a specific word too for tying like four corners of a cloth together.
You get the picture.
I do. I know exactly what you're doing, and there's a specific word for it. Uh, a bindle. You make a bindle.
Yes.
That was gonna drive me insane. Thank you for waiting for a moment.
Mhm.
You start dragging the bodies together. You make a little makeshift sack to start gathering some food into.
Correct. We're in the market, right?
You are, and a lot of the stuff is still here.
Yeah, he's gonna grab stuff that's light, but good in calorie intake.
So, like high calorie intake because you're gonna be doing a lot of heavy activity.
Correct.
Okay.
Like if there's a beef jerky
So you,
aisle, he's gonna go raid the fuck out of it.
I was gonna say you hit the protein aisle.
Yeah.
Get some supplements. Yeah, you could absolutely like grab some non-perishable things pretty easily. There are also a bunch of perishable things here, or at least there should be.
Yeah, he's gonna go start grabbing some of the meat for Cades. And since it's not gonna be able to be refrigerated along the way, he's gonna start cutting it open and getting it ready for him to eat there.
A lot of the meat is missing. There is still some fresh meat there, but a lot of it is missing.
Yeah.
Roll a awareness check for me, please, with your force awareness. One success is a success.
Not Ziraj level success.
It's not Siraj level success, but you do smell Draciri meat. While you're getting like the beef and chicken, all of that, there's no ursipede, unfortunately. But you know, the basic meats that you can find in settlements. You smell Draciri.
Like packaged, ready to sell, or like fresh?
It's not out here where you can readily see it. It might be becoming from those double doors over there in the what you're assuming is the butcher deli area.
Yeah, he's gonna attempt to sneak up to the doors and peek through them.
Give me a finesse stealth.
3 successes.
You sneak up to the door, and like a lot of supermarkets, there's like those round porthole windows in the doors, and you lean up, try to peek through the windows, and as you do, tell me, Lord Cadus, once you've gathered the bodies, what are you doing with them? We smash cut away from Meridius.
I will look at the other two. Either of you able to make fire?
I don't make any fire.
I mean,
How about
remember, you can, those of you with sagacity can do some very simple, basic levels of magic. Like, just on a whim.
Yeah.
If it's appropriate for your
sorcery,
character.
Casting. Probably like simple small spells.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, also, you guys could, just work out that I don't understand that this is a grocery store and there are lighters here.
That too, yeah. There are implements to light things. So you should RP that.
Yes. Do either of you have a means of setting this pile of bodies on fire?
Try. It seems to be a basic spell.
Okay. Well, very important thing. When you set the bodies on fire, do
Don't
not
set you
set
on
me
fire.
on fire.
Okay, I won't necessarily guarantee that, but I'll try not to.
Kids will move away from the pile of bodies.
Smart move.
I love how Raylan's second guessing all of her magic now.
Yeah.
You're telling me. Perfect. Like, what the hell happened?
Yeah, Raylan, you serve a flame. You can conjure the simplest of flames.
Well, I will definitely focus on that flame to bring it about on the bodies.
I need a roll from you, Raylan.
Okay.
And I think I want it to be a finesse sagacity roll. Very good roll for you. You're now fully aware of the differential in your power.
Target 7.
Yes. Glorious. It stays within your control. But you know you could set this whole pile ablaze. In the forces of decay. You You could set them on fire, or you could accelerate their natural process of dying and make them go away. But you've never done the second thing before to so
Yeah.
many bodies.
But that feels like more like what she would try to do.
Amazing. With a gentle wave of your hand, it's almost like what happened with the one you awakened to undeath before. The flesh on the body begins to slough off, turning into thousands of motes of dust as it begins to do so. As it does so, a enormous amount of gases are released as you are swamped by the smell of very sudden and rapid decay that kind of balloons out from this pile. And as the bodies just sort of disintegrate to ash in front of you, we move back to the other side of the store. Meridius, you have just lifted it to peek through the porthole, and you see a 9-foot tall being with intricate purple and gold scales running down its very humanoid body. It's got a set of wings. It is not dissimilar to another form you have seen, only this one seems more like a Draciri has been compacted and merged with a human, kind of like Fahim was describing to you earlier. And he is holding in his hand what looks like an enormous axe that has been carved out of some kind of vesium that you have not encountered before. And as the scent and wave of decay and magic hits you where you are and kind of floods into the room where the Draciri is, you see its head kind of lift as it sniffs at the air and turns in your direction. And we will see if it sees you. You got 3 successes.
Yeah.
It has a 7 dice pool for this.
It does see me.
You see intense eyes, the color. You know that purple that lightning is when it strikes?
Yes.
That like luminescent purplish white?
Yes.
You see that lightning kind of crackling in its eyes, turning to gold at the edges as it spots new prey. And that's what we're going to call game for the night.
Die.
I would like to add one more thing.
What's up?
As the bodies are decomposing,
Oh, sure, yeah.
Cadus will, talk at them and say, "We commit their spirits to the returning to nature. Rest in peace."
Yes, as you say rest in peace and the bodies have finished disintegrating, you all hear the screeching roar come from farther in the store. And that's where we'll end game.
I like to think cinematically you just see Meridius running through the store away from it.
You just want to come be like booking out of the deli area?
Yep.
I love it. That's a great end. That's a great ender. Yay. Fun times.
I would say goodnight to Archivist, but looking at it, it doesn't appear to be here.
Oh no.
Mhm.
Son of a bitch. Well, luckily we have a video that I can upload to Archives. I just need the audio file actually, so you can pull that out for
Yeah,
me through
I can do that, yeah.
Filmora. So that actually works out okay for us this time. Specifically for this game that we're streaming. But that's logistics stuff for Sanguine Horizons, folks. Thank you for joining us once again for G.E.A.R.S of El'thea, and join us next week when hopefully we'll see if people are compatible with the gear, which we all know they're going to be. Like, everyone here is going to be a pilot. It's kind of the advertisement. But good night, everyone. Have a beautiful time. Nope, can't do that. That's copyrighted. We'll see you next week.
Good night, everyone.
Yeah, night.